Hey all, today I'm going to show you how to make the caramel brulee latte that actually just came out as a new item on the Starbucks menu just yesterday. Now before we move on, let me clarify something. There's no way that it's me who's tracking what's hot and popping at the Starbucks HQ to even know what's coming up on the latest menu, let alone when it's coming out. All these Starbucks recipes that you see on my channel are drinks that my wife wishes to enjoy, and that's how I get all my intel. Let's first make a couple of syrups that we need for this caramel brulee latte. We'll first start with a simple vanilla syrup. Now all you need is a pot with some water. It's going to be equal parts with the sugar, and you want to bring it to a boil. Now you can make the texture thicker if you want to, but I keep this one pretty thin because I honestly just like operate with my eyes when I'm cooking. And given its sugar, if I can see that it's more but actually it's less, it just kind of benefits me at the end. And then once it's bubbling and it has very slightly thickened out to your consistency, you add in some of your vanilla and then let that cool down. Now the next one is a bit more involved, takes a bit longer. So you want, again, your sugar and water mixture, but this time you want to brown your sugar. This is going to be our caramel sauce. And you want to boil this sugar and water mixture until the color starts to turn amber. The darker this caramel will get, the darker your final syrup would be. Now as soon as you get to a nice amber color, take the pot off the heat, and then while you whisk, add in the cream. Now we take it off so that there's no splatter, and you might find that as you're whisking, there are some lumps of basically sugar. Just put the pot back on the heat and keep mixing. It will all dissolve and become completely smooth. We'll finish it off by adding in some vanilla. By the way, for this one, if you're boiling the sugar and water, do not stir while the sugar and water mixture is boiling. It's going to crystallize. Just let it sit, let it boil aggressively until the color change happens. Only then do you mix. Great, so all the syrups are ready. They're just sitting aside. Now let's make the actual caramel brulee latte. Now I'm going to be using my Ninja dual brew coffee machine, but you can use your own coffee machine. You can use your French press. You can even use an espresso maker, whatever you like to do. We're gonna get about 4 ounces of coffee for this drink for one person. It's gonna be a really nice and strong brew as well. But first we'll add our syrups into our cup and then brew the coffee directly in it. Now, of course, you don't have to put the sweetener, but you are clicking on a video that says caramel brulee. There is going to be some sugar, so let's go on with it. Now the coffee is going to go directly into that cup, and then you want to mix it up. And then as that was happening, I had steamed some milk for about 30 seconds to a minute in the microwave. Take that and then froth it all up. And the best thing about this coffee machine is the frother is built in, always powered on, no battery replacement needed. Perfect. It's all frothed up, and now just top it off into your cup. We're also going to add in some whipped cream in there. Just top it all off until you're happy. Finally, we add some more of our caramel sauce that we made earlier, and then sprinkle it up with some delicious treats. And this drink is ready for you to enjoy. Now, it's not really a comparison, but this is what the Starbucks version looks like. And you can decide which one do you want. I honestly always have loved the homemade version way more because I find just the way that my homemade syrups taste compared to the sweeteners at Starbucks, I just don't get that aftertaste that I've gotten so used to at the store. So go ahead and enjoy. It has become below zero where I live, so you can bet that I'm gonna have a lot of these. And if you don't care about staying warm, check out my caramel ribboned frappuccino.